The following is a presentation of TFNN. Live at TFNN, the Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. We got quad witching out here, folks. Option expiration. There's going to be some nice volatility, particularly on this open. Right now, you got the S&P's up 14. You got the Nasdaq futures up 34. Gold is up 160. You got silver up 8 cents. Bonds, the 10-year is up 7 ticks. 30 years up 12 ticks. And King Dollar. King Dollar's down 874 ticks, trading out at 98.10. You got the Euro up 99 at 107. And the Yen is trading up 16 at 120.94. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. And folks, if you haven't test drove the Nadex platform, this is a great time to do it. Come over to our website at TFNN. And as you're at the website, what you're going to see is this. On the right-hand side, you see that Nadex banner. You can hit that banner, bring up the platform. They'll put $25,000 of paper money into your account. You'll see how these contracts trade. And what you have out here, whether you're trading indices, commodities, currencies, all of the above, it's a defined risk type of trade. When you've heard the promotion many times, I'm sure. And what you have there is this, is that it's applicable to because of today's option expiration. So an option expiration in the equity markets and the future markets, because we have the futures on the options expiring also on the open, is that what you have is that defined type of risk on option expiration is pretty cool, because what ends up happening is that your premiums are they're tiny. They're almost non-existent. Well, what happens inside the Nadex platform, that's what you're dealing with just about every single day. You have an aspect that you're saying that the S&P is going to be at a certain place, the dollar index is going to be a certain place, and what we have had is that, and this is all you need, the bottom line is that you get volume, you get volatility inside the marketplace. That's what you're looking for. And we'll start right off with the good old dollar. This dollar is going to be a really trip watching this whole thing shake out. The reason being is that we had the dollar, folks, come down 4,500 points. That is one monster number. That is like huge. And we got down into those levels with volume. Okay? So what that sets up is that that's setting up a test of the lower price points. Now, intraday out here this morning, what we've had is this. Well, no, then what happened is that the market can't come all the way back yesterday. But what really happened when you're looking at the aspect of the dollar is that when the Fed came out at 2 o'clock, the dollar spiked. It spiked down hard, took out all the stops. There was nothing underneath it. Now, having nothing underneath it, meaning no support whatsoever, no buyers, that was the heads up in an extraordinary way. The dollar went from a price point of 100.12 down to 94.76. 94.76, folks, took you all the way back to the January 22nd time frame. What does it do yesterday? Yesterday, it goes from a price point of 97 to 99. However, that being said and done, what really ended up happening is that the prior day, it ended up closing at the same place it was trading yesterday. Now what you have out here this morning, you get real action downtown again. That high volume swing low at the bottom wants to get hit. Now that being said, where are we going to go? Well, you know what? You can trade the dollar index. That's one way you can do it. You can get over and get into the gold contract. Because what we have in gold is where, number one, you're on a Friday. Sitting in the gold market on a Friday always gets intriguing. Why? Because the volatility is really high. There's no two ways about that. Volatility on a Friday inside the gold market is just about as good as you can get. So right now, what you have is that we have gold trading out on at 1170. The highs of the last two trading. Well, let's see. We're at yesterday. 12. Yeah, yesterday. Well, this morning we're 1174. We take a look at this. We're in the 1174. Oh, this is sweet. So check this out. We're at 1174 this morning. We took out the 1173.10, which was generated the prior night. What that sets up is that sets up two different things. That sets up, number one, a run to 1174 today, and we'll see whether we get enough juice in it. Now, let's go over to the S&Ps, because what you're also going to have is this. So watch this. This is going to be pretty cool. When you have quad witching and the options expire on the open, so this is what you have here. They're going to jam this S&P as far up as they can get, because this is expiration, bang, right on the open. So what you're going to see, most times what you see is this. Most times you're going to see you get the jam, then you pull off the jam. What I would love to see, but it doesn't have enough juice to do it. It would be really great if, well, maybe it does. One second, hold on. We're at 20. This would be really cool. See, we're at 2096. The high in this contract is 210975. What you'd love to see is it jam all the way up to those highs. Whack the high on the open, right? You whack the high on the open. We'll get over to the Nadex platform. We take a look at what type of box is setting up over here. Because when you do look at these boxes, what you want to see is that you want to trade the swing points, folks. The swing. What I do is this: you line up the swing point. You line up either the top of the box or the bottom of the box. If you're a bull, what you're doing is that every single pullback, you're lining up the bottom of the box with your swing point, because then you can gauge the actual swing point, the volume characteristic at that swing point, but more so you're gauging what your risk parameter is. It's all about what your risk parameter is and your reward on the other side. So as we line these babies up this morning, there's going to be a lot of opportunity out here. Gold looks like it wants to move right now. If we go over to the oil market, let's look at oil for a second. CLK 5, because what you're going to see here, this dollar is good. This dollar is it's all over for the dollar, folks. It's going to blow my mind, but I'm telling you, it's going to be wild watching this whole thing shake out. What you're going to be able to learn out of this is the deviance of the marketplace and what a 1 to 2 ABC structure does on the way up. All the way down, by the way, okay? You know, when we crashed in 2006, that was a 1 to 2 ABC structure on the way down. You do these extensions, it's pretty insane what ends up happening after the extension takes place. DXM5. So let's just go over and look at this and see what they're going to throw at the dollar. The thing that's really wild is that I'm trying to figure out even fundamentally, fundamentally what it looks like is that the Fed is not going up on rates. That's if anything cuts to the chase right here, that's how this baby is set up right now. Okay, so where we are right now, you're down 1,000 ticks in the dollar, and there's nothing to stop this thing from going down 98, going down 1,500 ticks. Nothing. I mean, and what's so cool about this is that you have the weekend coming, and it's like, okay, who's going to hold dollars? The run's been extraordinary, by the way, okay? So picture two different things. Picture that you had the run, and you long the dollar. It's like, okay, I've been making money since 2011. Now that's a hard thing to basically turn around and say, okay, no, it's going to stop. Well, nothing is up forever and nothing is down forever. We go over to the euro, we take a look at the euro, and we say, okay, does that euro want to go higher? Well, yeah, it does. The euro has been going on a nonstop trip on the way down, but what you had there on Wednesday is that you had the break top side with conviction. You went from 105 to 110. That doesn't mean that the euro has to go back to 125. A regular, just a counter trend bounce, a dead cat bounce, could get it to 114, however, in a heartbeat. A heartbeat like nothing, okay? So bottom line is that as we line these trades up, we'll start lining them up right now. Okay, so let's see what we have out here. And I think the best trade's going to be, actually, and that's what we're going to wait for, is the open, because I think the best trade and a quick trade would be the S&P. And the reason being is because of the expiration on the S&P. So if we go over and we take a look at the spread inside the indices, and we go to the S&P, let's see, so you get 9 to 11, you get the daily going, we get 8 to 10. It's gonna be the 9 to 11 maybe. Let me see. So 2096. Oh yeah, that'd be sweet. So check this out. So there's a 2105. What you'd like to see is that you'd like to. I'd love it to see you go to 2105. That'd be heaven. Because the higher it would go on the open, the better off that, and the less the risk that would be. That's how that shakes out right now. Right now, you're at the 9. You're at 9.6. If you were selling one of these right now, whoops. Oh, there it is. You're selling the 9.2. What you want out here. Here goes gold. This is going to be interesting watching this. Maybe we shake. In fact, let me go over to gold first. See, gold has some action in it, man. Gold. So if you're going to deal with gold, you go into the commodities, you go into gold. Let's see, 400 points. It'd be sweet if we're close to a bottom of a box there. 1173. That's not bad. There it is. There's 1174. There's one right there. That's the one. That's the one. Here. Okay, this is the one. Check this out, folks. Okay, so gold, this would get you to 130 this afternoon. You could risk $45 if, in fact, we got a run, extraordinary run. You could make 355. That's the number, though. That's the number. A $45 risk. And what you'd be doing there, you're buying that at 1174.70. Right now we're at 1173.40. That's definitely that's the one. That you're only giving up 1 point, okay? And it's a spread. So it's not a binary. It doesn't mean you even lose the $45. If this all this gold has to do is move $2 more, and you're in the money by $20. It moves $4. You get a double. Okay, it moves more than $4. You get the action. That's the action. That's the one. So it's the it's the daily 1170 to 1210. 1210. And here she goes. Here she goes, baby. Here she goes. GCM5. What a trip. You know what's a trip out here, folks, is that with the dollar down as dramatic as it is, and gold is just sitting there. That in itself was a trip. No two ways about it. So what we have is that you get gold up $5 right now. You get juice underneath it, by the way, too. And these tops out here, watch, this is going to be an ABC structure on the way up. This is a good one, too. This is going to be a 20-point ABC up. You stay right there, folks. We'll come right back.
We're told to follow our passion and everything else will fall into place. I hope that's what each of you are doing each and every day. Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Money Master Show at TFNN.com, and my passion for technical analysis is what led me to the most fundamental discovery in pattern recognition, the Rhodes Momentum Indicator, market scanner, and trading strategy, a set of tools that identify the momentum and power of the trend, the likes of which have never been seen before, for every market and every time frame. Yes, folks, the trend is your friend, unless you're on the other side. New to technical analysis? This is the place to start. And experienced traders, take advantage of the trend like never before. Experience the power of the Rhodes Momentum Indicator each day, available to subscribers of my newsletter service, Mastering Probability. I guarantee your satisfaction for the next 30 days unconditionally, so there's no risk to you other than being on the wrong side of the trend. Mastering Probability, available on the homepage of TFNN.com. And folks, live with passion.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Technomental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Technomental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You've always taken the long view when it comes to investing, but what if there's an opportunity right under your nose? What if you could be more responsive to market trends to seek to boost your portfolio performance right now while seeking to reduce your overall risk? At Direction Funds, we connect investors with alternative strategies that seek to maximize their returns. Smart investors deserve smart alternatives. Find yours at directionfunds.com. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risk, charges, and expenses of Direction Funds carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Funds. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact the Direction Funds at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. Investing in index funds may be more volatile than investing in broadly diversified funds. Distributed by Rafferty Capital Markets, LLC.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We get the S&Ps right now up 1475. You get the Nasdaq up 37. Gold's up 410. Silver's up 17. Bonds, you get the 10-year up 10. 30 is up 17. And King Dollar is down 1089. Now, let's go over to gold for a second, because I want to show you something here. This is going to get interesting watching this thing shake out. So the market itself, right, they laid into the gold contract on Wednesday. We went from 1144 to 1175, did it with volume, okay? Yesterday, we had a sideways move. You got to a higher high, but realistically a sideways move, right? You're into the bar of 1162. So what gets real interesting here is this. So this is insane, actually, because the contract that we're looking at, okay, but the top of that contract, you know, is 1200. It's 1210, and realistically, I'm not expecting 1210 out here today, okay? So, you know, risk versus reward, you know, gets to be a point that, okay, you're risking $45, but what can you make? Well, if it got to 1210, yeah, you'd make 385, 355. But what you can expect is that you can expect that you could grab another $20, because if this thing gets over the 1177, there's nothing to stop it, especially on a Friday, from going to 1190. That's how this is set up right now. And what it's doing right now, intraday, is that it's building cause right where you'd like it to build cause, meaning right at the top of the consolidation. The top of this consolidation, so that little blurb that we went up, it was 3,600 contracts, and it's hanging right there. Now, what we also have is this. This is going to get really wild watching how this shakes out. Today is the first day that the price fix, the London price fix that's been going on since 1917 ended yesterday. And the way that worked is that before there were 4 banks, they were talking to each other on the phone. It used to be that they'd sit there. Now they're talking to each other on the phone, fix a price twice a day. What's happening now is that electronically this is going to get fixed twice a day by 6 separate banks. And then what happens there is that they have to actually trade the gold. So this is going to really be interesting watching how this thing shakes out. Not that I don't think it's going to be that dramatically different, but it is a different setup. And we're coming into a Friday with that different setup. It's like, okay, this is going to get interesting. This is just not a price that you're going to hang up right now. You know, different ball game. So we'll see where this whole thing does shake out. The dollar index, that's getting hit again. That's down 124. And what the key is, and this is what's really dynamite, is that that high volume swing low out there is out there, number one. And we'll see whether we have any buyers at all of the dollar as this baby pulls back. You get no buyers of the dollar when it pulls back, guess what? Doesn't mean that you can't go spike right down into that level once again. And what does happen is that high, fast currency moves do what? They throw spikes inside markets. So as we're coming to this option expiration open, you can expect some nice spikes. And what we are going to set up here, the gold trade is set up really nice. We're going to set up an S&P trade right on this open. Because what I expect you're going to see is that we'll get into a swing point, and we'll see whether we have the volume inside that swing point on the S&P. And see, gold's going to move right now. It's going to be wild, man. So gold is at $550. Not that that's a lot. We were at $4, now it's $550. But the way this is set up, all it has to do is come up with some juice and spike over this 1174, let's say 70. We're only about 30, 40 cents away from where it has to spike over, and you'll get some big action. Look at that, they're selling off the S&P. Come on, wait, don't sell it off yet. Jay, straighten them out, will you, man? Don't let them sell it off yet. This is terrible. When I'm talking to folks, I get one of our tigers in the den that likes trading the Nadex product also. And what we want, okay, the bottom line is that we always want higher price. You want higher price because what ends up happening is that at the top of the box, your risk is dramatically lower. And 3 points in the S&P is a lot. And they just sold it off at 3 points. And, you know, we'll see whether they can get that out of the pop. And let's see. Yeah, they sold it down with a little volume, too. We'll see if we can get that back up there. It's going to expire right on the futures on the options expire at the open, and they just love jamming it. It's really interesting because the first print is the print that people will get paid on. So you can imagine people. It was up 15 before. Now this print is going to get done in 1 minute. And now it's 11. Now in the futures market, on the options in the future market, folks, that's huge money. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Right now, the S&Ps are up 11. Nasdaq's up 34. Gold's up 470. Silver's up 18 cents. We're going to be right back.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you like it does me, visit everbank.com/TFNN to find out what they can do for you. Again, that's everbank.com/TFNN. Visit them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Trade with confidence and clarity while using the software that thousands of institutional traders rely on to make the best and most accurate decisions. Choose from 1,000 equities, currencies, and futures instruments utilizing the TAS architecture. As seen on Bloomberg terminals worldwide, the TAS Profile Scanner is a benchmark technical filtering system that thousands of traders rely on, and now you can too. For a limited time for TFNN subscribers only, we've reduced the price to just $97. That's over 75% off. John Logan hosted a special subscriber-only webinar in December, and you'll gain access to that archive as well, so you can learn exactly what the TAS Profile Scanner can do for you. Try this product out. No matter what you trade, the TAS Profile Scanner can help you make more informed trading decisions. There's no obligation to pay anything. Don't let this offer pass you by. Get your 30-day free trial to the TAS Profile Scanner today by signing up at TFNN.com.
The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
No matter where you listen to TFNN programming, we want you to know you can always access your favorite shows on demand through TFNN.com. TFNN airs live programming every market day from 8 a.m. till 6 p.m. Eastern, and you can view each program by accessing Tiger TV through our homepage. We even have an easy link for all mobile devices, including iPhones and iPads, located at the top right-hand corner of the TFNN homepage. You can use your smartphone to view Tiger TV, but if you don't have a mobile connection that can keep up with streaming live video, then you can simply visit TFNN.mobi in the browser of your smartphone for live streaming audio of all of our programs. The mission of TFNN is to educate our audience directly and interactively through our interactive website and radio call and talk shows. TFNN is able to teach all levels of investors the technical skills needed to trade in today's marketplace. In order to get the best information possible, TFNN has assembled the most respected financial minds in the country to provide the most current news and comprehensive advice available. TFNN.com, educating investors. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up to 98. You get the NASDAQ up 41. S&Ps are up 13. Gold's up 480. Silver's up 17. Okay, so let's go over to the S&Ps first. It's going to be really cool watching this S&P, folks. And this is what it is. So picture, you had the sell down, okay? The future S&P was at 2097.50. They sell it down right before the open to get the print. They got the print out at 2092. And what you're going to be looking for is this. What I'm going to be looking for specifically, I'm going to be looking for a test of that swing high. And we'll see whether it can hold number one, or do you have a failure as we go up there. Because what we have now is this. At the low that was established today, which is 2092, you got a nice... Yeah, you get a nice high volume swing low. So now what you're looking for is a test of 2097, which we're going to get any minute. And that 2097 is not the one you're going to gauge off of, because what you want to gauge off of is this, is that when we spiked higher on Wednesday, right, you're dealing with 99.75. That's what you'd love to get. You know, we'll deal with the 9.7 right now and see what happens. But the 9.975 would be the ultimate spike higher, see how it does at those levels, and then you decide, okay, am I going to pull the trigger on this baby or not? So there's going to be action out here today, though. You know, what you had out here yesterday is that yesterday you had the aspect of the amount of energy that came out of the marketplace on Wednesday was huge. You had a sideways move yesterday. Today you're going to see some big action. Inside the Dow, meaning volatility both ways. Inside the Dow Industrials, putting the strength inside the Dow Industrials right now, you're up 103. As you get Nike's leading the way, up $4 at 102. Intel second with 36. Chevron is up 108. And you have Walmart up 56 cents. Taking it away from it, bringing the Dow down. There's only 2 stocks that are negative inside the Dow Industrials. You get United Health down 7 cents, and Visa, that's it. United Health is the only Dow stock right now that's in the red. Inside the NDX 100, let's look at the NDX 100. That's good. The S&P's getting there. We're at 1195 right now. NDX 100, let's take a look at the NDX 100. NDX 100, bringing it higher, you got these biotechs going through the roof. Biogen is up $42. It's almost up 10%. Celgene is up $3. Vipul Communication, I don't know how that stays in there all the time, is up 18 cents. And Alexa Pharmaceuticals up 367. Bringing it down, you got Dish Networks is off 66 cents. Green Mountain is down 86. You got Bed Bath & Beyond off 33. And we have Discovery Communications down 13. If we do go over to this S&P again, ESM 5, and keep our eye on this S&P, because what we're looking for is a test of the highs, number one. You're at, come on, baby. Spike it. You got to spike it. This will still spike it. He's got plenty of time to spike it. So what you have is this, is that we have, it's laying right next to it right now. It looks like it's going to have to build a little bit cause, but it's laying right next to it. You're at 2094. The spike this morning was 97.50. You'd really like to see that 99. And there's no reason it can't do 99. When you're this close to highs, folks, what we should get is a test of the highs. And today would be ultimate test. Why? Because this is what you have. So check out what you have. You have option expiration. Volume should come in the equity markets in a big way. So you test the high and you get volume behind it. Guess what? That means you can go to higher highs. You test the high today and you don't have volume in it. Oh, the probability goes up dramatically. Okay, that is trouble in paradise in a huge way, not in a small way. Why? Because in quad witching option expiration, okay, that should be the heaviest volume you have because of the closing and opening of trades in an extraordinary way, not in a small way, okay? So you're talking big numbers that should be had out there in a serious way. If we go over and we take a look at the Dow into correlation as to where we are right now in the marketplace, we just approaching the highs of Wednesday. So the Dow right now, we're at 18,077. 97's the number. It's going to go for 97. It's going to go for them. If you happen to all the gold equities are moving higher. The silver equities are moving higher. The dollar continues to move lower. And what I do expect you're going to see out here today too. This is going to set up a couple of weeklies that are looking pretty good actually. And that's what we needed. We needed that price spread, wide price spread, accelerated volume off the bottom inside the gold contract itself, inside the gold equities, inside the silver equities. That's what we have, and now we're going to have some follow-through. The follow-through could be really a sweet little deal. Because as we look at this here, let's go over to the gold market again for a second. Because what gold is doing, gold is hanging right under where it's going to break through. The high of yesterday, right now you're at 530 or 1174. The high of yesterday was 77. It's 75 though. It's not the 77 from yesterday. It's 75.10. That's the number. And we've hit 1174.80 this morning. That's where it is basically hanging out. Now, that hanging out of building cars right there is good. You know, this is going to be a patience move here. But when you do that, right, what you're doing is you're building strength to get up and over that number. And inside this market, if we get up and over that number by like $2, that's all you need. You get $2, guess what? We get 2, we'll get 15 in a heartbeat. Bingo! Here she goes. Here she goes. Okay. Get it going. 75.10. Look at this. It hit 75.30. This is going to be a trip watching this thing shake out. I'm telling you, man. These guys that can really throw some contracts at it, you're going to see that they'll throw some contracts at it, man. And it's going to be right here. It's going to be, you know, you'll have the bears saying, okay, can I hit them right here? You have the bulls on the other side saying, nope, I'm going to whack these contracts in. And you need an operator right now to whack it, because we're right at it right now. We're right at the 11.75. You're up $6. This battle is going to be right here, and we are at. That's good though. We're only at. You're 2 minutes into this bar. That's important, because we are getting. Let me pull this back and get this volume characteristic a little bit better. Okay, so we need. The volume's there, man. We got 1,300 in 2 minutes. Someone just, oh, that was good. 1,300, we just went to 2,200. So what you need is this. We're going to need, I get 8 minutes. 8 minutes is a long time. Bottom line is that you need an operator throwing in some big numbers here. The dollar is cooperating right now, though. So the correlation is really cool. So the dollar just went down another 100 ticks. And that correlation on the other side, because what the operator should actually do is this. The operator should be banging the gold market, simultaneously hitting the dollar, okay? You do that simultaneously, then you're going to get the action going, because what you're trying to do here is get traction behind the move. That's how you move basically anything, folks, okay? Inside the futures market, particularly gold, because gold and silver, you know, not for you and me, but for large operators, it's easy to move. You don't need, you know, they don't need millions of dollars. You know, $10 million inside the future market can basically take this thing anywhere they want to go. Now, you have to follow it up, but the bottom line is that that's all it actually takes in order to basically get that move going. And on a Friday, it is much easier to basically push this. And this is what also happens. Whatever way this gets pushed, and it's getting pushed higher today, that is not only easier to get it going, but if they can keep it going for, let's see, we're at 9:43. You keep that going for just about another 45 minutes, you'll see a big expansion. Right now, we get the Dow Industrials up 100. You get the NASDAQ up 32. S&Ps are up 12. Gold's up 590. Silver's up 20 cents. And King Dollar's off 1,000. We need King Dollar to get smacked one more time. A good smacking on King Dollar would get some action going. Inside the equity market, some of the high volume stocks out here. Thus far, you get Bank of America up 13. We get Facebook up 71. Comcast is up 39. Oracle's up 19. Some of the Dow stocks, what do you have? We got American Express up 25 cents. Oxy's up 137. You got Honeywell up 174. GE is up 2. JP Morgan is up 25. Inside the oil sector, oil's up $1 right now. So inside the oil sector, you got Exxon up 54. Schlumberger's up 122. Let's go over to the XLE and see. Actually, let's go to ExxonMobil, because ExxonMobil's the only thing that's holding back the XLE. And still no traction, man. You know, it's 5 million shares. Maybe that's not that bad. Let's take a look at this again. Yeah, she's going to need more than that. She's going to need more than that. ExxonMobil is the one that's holding back the XLE. Chevron, CVX. Yeah, see, Chevron's strong. And Chevron's the second largest weighting inside the XLE. But that ExxonMobil, and more than likely that ExxonMobil, what's going on with that, that's the whole Russian deal. You know, Tillson's over in Russia right now trying to figure that deal out. But bottom line is that they get a lot of assets there. What they did do, they got an exemption so they could still deal with a lot of those assets in Russia. I just don't know how long that exemption is going to last. I suspect it's going to last for quite a while. But there's plenty of other projects that they haven't started yet. What the exemption was on is that the projects that they already started, they can continue going forward. Bottom line, new projects that are out there that they have money into, though, bottom line, they might not be able to keep those babies going. We got the S&P right now up at 94. And what we'd like to see up here, we want to see this S&P up at 97, because if you get it up at 97, what you're going to be looking for is you're going to be looking for the top of the box. Yeah, this is good. This should do it too. So Wednesday, the high was 99. You're at 94.75 right now. What's interesting is, you know, what is happening here, though, is this. This is having a really tough time just getting the spike from this morning. But I expect you're going to see it. It's going to get it. It's going to get it. This is a patience game right now, folks. Let this, if you're going to, you know, my take, I want to short it, okay? So just sit there and wait and wait and wait. As we're doing that, guess what? Gold's making money big time. It just went. So gold is up $9 right now. It just spiked it. And what you're going to see... Now we're going to get some action, because now what you have is that the covering has to start for the bears that are out there. You're at a Friday, and the rest of them will start pouring it on now. Now what you have is an ABC structure on the way up. So check it out. Your 8-point on, this is a beauty too. Your 8-point is, yeah, it's 46. If I do it conservatively, I'll do it conservatively. I'll make it. You see, when you do an ABC structure, okay, you do want to stay as conservative as you can get. So if I do this conservatively, you get 48, 58, 68, $23. 23 gets you 58, 68, 78, 81. 23 gets you 81. That's the conservative bet, that A to B equals C to D. We just took it out in volume. You get some good juice coming in the gold market right now. These operators, man. So we just 6,700 6,700 contracts went across. That's over. That's already 10% of what we did today, and you still have 2 minutes left to basically go on to this bar. This is action. If this follow through continues, the equities are up, the physical's up. Dollar index wants lower price, and as we start marching through the trading day here, what you're going to see inside the dollar index is that she can. Okay, we hit 98.24. No, this is pretty cool. She can get it. She can get the 97.40 today. 97.40 would get you down 2,000 ticks. Yeah. 2,000 ticks. That's a big number. That is a big number. That's a good number. And that wouldn't be that hard to do. The low that was established out here right now of 98.24, that little baby has volume down at that level. So what that does right off the bat is set up a test. And that contract that we were talking about, by the way, folks, okay, has just about doubled, you know. So you can see it's all about what you're risking versus what the reward's going to be. Dow right now is up 123, Nasdaq's up 31, S&Ps are up 13, gold's up 820, silver's up 24. We're going to be right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's Nadex.com. or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 141. Nasdaq's up 35. S&Ps are up 14. Gold's up 840. So let's go over this S&P quickly because you can get another one off here that is pretty good, actually. Now, what I expect you're going to see is that we're at 2095. And what you have is the daily, folks. If you go over to the platform, you get the US 500. And what you're going to look for, what I would look for is the 4 p.m. daily, and inside that daily, you have an expiration of 2100. My take of I'd be going selling one of those, and your risk is $74. You know, and the reward would be 326. You're selling that off, by the way, at 92, so you're giving up 3 points. But bottom line is you get till 4:15 this afternoon, and the reward there, I don't expect, you know, you're going to get down to the 2060, but what I do expect is that you're going to close out somewhere probably around 8.3. You know, you're up 13 points right now. By the close, you could be up like 2 points. Because what we're doing is right now we're testing that area. You're testing it with much lighter volume. The spike, which it had to do, by the way, the spike was 2096. So close under 2096 right now on this 10-minute. Guess what? It's not going to hit the 97. What you'll see is a back off. And volatility, this volatility is going to be in spades right across these markets out here today. And it's more than likely it's going to have to do with the dollar. We go over to that dollar for a second, look at the dollar. What you have inside the dollar, it's Fast Fingers Friday, folks. That's what you're dealing with here. So you look at that dollar for a second. Dollar's going to go make the run once again. We're down 1,189 ticks right now. The low of today is 98.24. Bottom line, you're at 98.39 right now. What's game out here is 97.71. That 97.71 is game in a heartbeat, too. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We're coming back with the 10 o'clock news. Then, of course, we get some great programming coming up for you. Dow right now is up 126. Nasdaq's up 36. S&Ps are up 14. Gold's up 780. Silver, 24 cents. Bonds, the 10-year up 14. 30-year up 30. King dollar down 1,200 ticks.